Dr. Mike Botwin here, and you've signed up for one of my classes in the fall of 2020, or you're looking to enroll in one of them. I just want to talk to you briefly about the structure of class and how we're going to conduct things in all three classes, and talk to you a little bit about things that you should be doing now, like buying your textbooks. Well, we've had to list the class as a synchronous class, which means that basically you meet at a certain time and a place. This was like our face-to-face classes traditionally have been. However, I realize that things are all over the place right now, and I'm going to have to work to accommodate your new schedules and do the best we can to make sure everybody learns the most that they possibly can. So here's how we're going to work it. Disregard the published administrative stuff because they don't allow for this kind of thing, although it won't be very uncommon with other instructors. First of all, we will have one Zoom meeting for each class for 1 hour a week. There will be a meeting time that will be at our traditional class times at Tuesday, and because I know some of you have had to go home, some of you may be working and not have a lot of flexibility, I will be doing a second session later in the day to catch those people I can't catch in the first Zoom meeting. Now these meetings will be informational. We'll talk about how class is going. I'll give you heads up on things you should be looking at, what you should be reading, what you should be listening to, what you should be viewing. But I will not lecture. I tried Zoom lecturing in the spring. I hated it. It just didn't seem to work well for my way of teaching. So since March, I've been working on creating videos for my classes and posting them to my YouTube channel. So when I get these things posted in Canvas, there will be links to the particular videos for your class and the unit we're working on. If you want to kind of get ahead of the game and follow what's going on, you can subscribe to that channel, and I'll send you information out on that in a Canvas announcement. So right now I'm looking at history, having our first meeting on 10 o'clock Tuesday mornings. That'll be repeated at 4 o'clock. Personality, which is scheduled originally for 12 noon to 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, will meet at noon for an hour. Then for the 157 class, we'll have one meeting at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, and our second meeting for the evolution class will be at the original class time of 5 o'clock. And this will be followed by the second personality lecture. Not lecture, sorry, Zoom session. Still learning this new lingo, which will follow at 6. So basically, history, 10 and 4, personality, 12 and 6, and evolution, 2 and 5. Also, feel free to contact me anytime. I will also have Zoom office hours, and the best way to get in touch with me naturally is email. The biggest thing I know that you can do to be successful in an online course is simple communication. Do not hesitate to ask questions. If I get a really good question from a student, generally I turn that question into a Canvas announcement because it's something that everyone should know. So don't hesitate to ask me questions about things. I'm more than happy to respond, and will get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. Now that we've got the structure figured out, textbooks. I have textbooks for each class, and I am going to post in a Canvas announcement the particular textbooks for each class. I strongly suggest that you go to a used bookseller online. My favorite is abesbooks.com. They're kind of an eBay of used books, and they have many different vendors across the country from different used bookstores. I have found that students are able to get old editions of the textbooks I use in my classes for as little as $4 a book, which is a lot better than the $200 to $300 that new textbooks cost. I use textbooks as a foundation for other things that we're doing, and to be really honest, even the most up-to-date textbooks start out being 3 to 4 years out of date. Think about, for example, the 182 class. Socrates is still Socrates, Aristotle is still Aristotle, and so are most of these people in that book. So the fundamentals are there, the foundational things, which is what I use textbooks for. Those will be supplemented with online lectures and reading assignments and other kind of tasks like class discussions and things like that. So, I hope you enjoy the last couple weeks of summer. If you're looking carefully, you can see I look kind of beat up. My sons and I went fishing in the mountains last week, and we made a big mistake. We took the mosquito repellent, but not the sunscreen. And I'm suffering from a really bad sunburn. And I hope you don't have that. It's not good for you. Yes, I know it's not good for me either. But I hope you enjoy the last couple of weeks of summer. And I hope that you'll enjoy spending some time with me in the fall, learning some really cool stuff about the history of our field, personality psych, and evolutionary psych. So be safe, be cool, see you soon, aloha.